Hello, everybody. Thought I'd do an update to you this week. Do something a little bit different. Um, take a bit of a one take video from my bedroom because I've been kicked out of my front room because my kids are homeschooling. So always fun. And yes, it's 4:10 on a Friday, and they are still homeschooling, believe it or not. But that's only because they've been so lazy throughout the day. Anyway, just thought I'd bring you a bit of an update. Try and keep it as brief as possible. This won't be nowhere near as good as Dan. I don't have any sort of interesting stuff to tell you about me. No, nothing niche in terms of in terms of exciting tricks or interesting things about me. But a few things I'll bring up. So today we had our first COVID working group as part of repairs and maintenance. So this was just an opportunity to air out any concerns, go through the risk assessments, the procedure documents, and current working practices. And actually, it was a really beneficial meeting. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There were some really good points raised and a couple of really good actions that were taken as a result from that meeting. So what we're looking to do is we capture the notes of the meeting, and what we'll do is we'll circulate that to you all, and hopefully there'll be a few links that come your way as well as a result of that. So one of the recommendations of that meeting was having two separate COVID groups. So we discussed the frequency of the meetings. The frequency initially was, we should do them every month, but actually, when we challenged that and said that would it be worthwhile having a meeting every couple of weeks just because of the current national restrictions, and actually information is really quite important right now. So what we decided is that we'll have two separate groups. Each group will meet once a month, but it will alternate so that we get a real breadth of information and insight into people's thoughts, concerns. So really interesting. So today's group were called the A Team. Funny enough, so the group that we set up in the next couple of weeks are going to have to come up with a more of an innovative name than that. If you're interested, please give me a shout. More than happy to include you. But yeah, really effective meeting. So thanks for everybody who has played a part in that today. Stores relocation. So a few of you must have a few burning questions relating to the stores move. It's really sort of started to progress these last couple of weeks actually. So the works has kicked off on site as of the 4th of January. We were waiting for our new landlord, to kick out the existing tenant and relocate them somewhere else, and that's been done now. So works progressing at quite a rate. So there's now a new roof. All the fencing has been done around the outside of the site. A massive gate has been installed as well, possibly one of the biggest gates that we've ever seen. But Sam Meadows will endeavour to keep us updated on progress. But as part of that, this is the trades area generally in terms of picking up materials. So we want to make sure that it works for you. So what we're looking to do is, again, set up another working group to have trades to have an influence in how things are laid out, how things are processed, and what's going to be in your mess room as well. It's nice to have a little breakout area, and actually, I think you should have a bit of an input in what's in there. So watch this space. Sam will keep us updated. Repairs integration. So we're really kicking on with the works going on in the background now with repairs integration. There's been quite a few bits and pieces that have been going on with Service Connect over the last couple of weeks in terms of working out new operating zones and stuff where people will be working. As and when we get closer to the rollout, we'll have meetings to discuss and discussions around where people will be located. The call out has been currently being reviewed, so we're currently in the data gathering process, trying to establish what other organisations do. But as well as that, with Andy French, the new operations manager, is going to be looking at getting a meeting in place for the next couple of weeks for the guys that are on call out to sort of highlight and identify what works well, what doesn't work well, so that we can really sort of get some real value out of this call out review. So one thing that we discussed this morning, and one thing that I've been racking my brains about in terms of keeping people engaged, keeping people connected, is maybe having like an all repairs and maintenance Zoom session. So instead of just having everybody looking at me to listen to my dull voice, actually it'd be worthwhile maybe having a quick couple of minutes to start with, and then just have little breakout rooms so we can and that these breakout rooms can be designed at complete random. So it just helped to keep in contact with people. Number one, maybe people that you've never met before, but also to have a chat with people that you have, that you have got a working history with, but actually you haven't caught up with them since lockdown. So just think it'd be a really good idea. Now it's not compulsory, but I'll put that out in the next week or so, and we'll aim to do that maybe once every three maybe 4 weeks. We'll see how that plays out. So yeah, watch this space again. One of something that's been raised recently is the training that was rolled out for Service Connect. So we're mindful that we had to learn how to use that new system under very um, different circumstances. Of course, we'd like you all to be in the room and go through with you within the PDA and process demo jobs and stuff, but that just wasn't quite possible this year. Although we were in the same room, it just didn't. The training just didn't look like what we wanted it to look like. So, what we're going to be what's looking to happen is working with our business solutions team to look at have leading a masterclass for the lead hands and the managers. So for currently, whilst we're unable to be in the same room, at least if the managers and the lead hands are fully aware of how the system works, it will give you and the trades guys that are using the system every day a bit more comfort in using it. So we'll also look at giving you some guides as well, which I think will also be quite useful. So as you're processing jobs on your PDA, you can physically look at a guide and go, yeah, that's how you do it. So I've kept that as short as I can. Still got a few bits and pieces to do before I sign off, but hopefully you all have a lovely weekend, and we'll look to see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.